So Donald Trump wanted everyone to know he was making an appearance at the Super Bowl. This was the reception. Each video that we have seen of Trump, quite honestly, it depends on the section. For example, when the national anthem was played by John Batiste, Fox cut to Trump on the Jumbotron. It started with cheers, which was then met with boos.
You really have a great quarterback. The other team, the quarterback really knows how to win. He is a great, great quarterback.
So game prediction?
I hate to do it. I just say that I've watched this great quarterback who has, by the way, a phenomenal wife, okay? She's a Trump fan. She's a MAGA fan, so I happen to love her, okay? But she's a great person. I watched her being interviewed. I said, boy, that's pretty good. But she's great, and he's great. I guess you have to say that when a quarterback wins as much as he's won, I have to go with Kansas City.
Propaganda news outlet Fox showed Trump applauding Patrick Mahomes. Speaking of, Jackson Mahomes, Pat's brother, made an appearance and went back to doing his cringe dances in NFL stadiums. At the end, he'd stick his tongue out. And speaking of smooching, here was Jackson Mahomes with the president, Donald Trump. They have a lot in common, don't they? Lest we forget, Jackson Mahomes is, in my view, single-handedly the reason one business owner lost a restaurant in the Kansas City area. In this disturbing video, Jackson can be seen with Aspen Vaughn, who owns the establishment. Mahomes would grab Vaughn's neck multiple times and kiss her over and over again. As he did it, it's clear she's not interested and tries pulling away. There would be an interruption of, let's say, about 10 seconds. Then Jackson Mahomes would go in again, grabbing her by the neck area, kissing her. Afterwards, Mahomes goes out of view. Vaughn would suffer abuse and post on Facebook that the restaurant would be shutting its doors. Jackson Mahomes would be sentenced to 6 months probation. Hey guys, quick break in the action. I have a new show coming out called The Rick Strom Show. It is going to be awesome. I'm interviewing musicians, athletes, producers, writers, journalists, authors, sports doctors. Go check it out at youtube.com/@TheRickStrom Show. Also be sure to throw me a follow on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. It can all be found in the description box below. Thank you. And yet, surprisingly enough, or not, of course, Trump, being the fragile little man-child that he is, tried to deflect the booing, and he posted on Truth Social. Shout out to Devin Nunes, by the way. You're doing a great job. With a photo of himself next to his daughter, Ivanka, who he wants to date, cheering on the boos Taylor Swift received. I'd like to be clear about something. Taylor Swift was booed from the video that I saw. This could be a combination of a few things. The first is Eagles fans. She's a former Eagles supporter. Eagles fans don't like her. The second is there are many Taylor Swift haters who are football fans. There's a lot of machismo men who are like, oh, the girls are coming into our spaces and she's having the girls come into our football spaces. I don't like it. And the third is probably the MAGA crowd. I don't think that if you show Taylor Swift outside of Arrowhead Stadium that she's going to get a ton of cheers. And that's speaking objectively. Then there was Elon Musk, who said vibe shift is real in reference to Trump, as they have to put it, getting cheered while Swift was getting booed. On another note,
make America great again. Let's do it.
Then there's Randy Mahomes, the mother of Patrick. Randy, big Trump supporter. And she would rock her MAGA hat at Arrowhead Stadium. Mind you, this is the same crowd that demands politics and sports be separate.
Well, I actually like Mrs. I actually like Mrs. Mahomes much better, if you want to know the truth. She's a big Trump fan. I was not a Taylor Swift fan. It was just a question of time. She couldn't. You couldn't possibly endorse Biden. You look at Biden, you couldn't possibly endorse him. But she's a very liberal person. She seems to always endorse a Democrat, and she'll probably pay a price for it at in the marketplace. But no, I like Brittany. I think Brittany's great. Brittany got a lot of news last week. She's a big MAGA fan. That's the one I like much better than Taylor Swift.
Pat's significant other, Brittany Mahomes, has come out in support of Project 2025 and Donald Trump. He's tried to play it down, too.
Former President Trump referenced you and your family again today on Fox News in relation to his campaign. I just wonder what your reaction is to seeing that.
Yeah, I think I've always said
I don't want my place and my platform to be used to endorse a candidate or do whatever. Either way, I think my place is to inform people to get registered to vote. It's to inform people to do their own research and then make their best decision for them and their family. And so I think that's every time I'm on this stage and I get asked these questions, I'm going to refer back to that because I think that's what makes America so great.
Considering what we know, it would be the least shocking anecdote of Mahomes' career, who's on track to become a billionaire at some point in life, that he is anti-Trump. My guess is he's for it. On the flip side,
How do you feel about Trump attending the Super Bowl?
He's welcome to do what he wants.
Thank you. Is there added pressure with Trump attending?
No, man.
Philadelphia Eagles quarterback and Super Bowl MVP Jalen Hurts shows how to answer a question about a fascist correctly while also keeping it moving.
And Trump being the first president to attend, is there any added pressure, any excitement?
Man, you know, that's who the world voted, so that's who's our president.
Yes, sir.
As did veteran wideout DeAndre Hopkins, who played in his first Super Bowl. So here are my closing thoughts on this. All right. I don't think Donald Trump got booed as much as he got cheered, but there were certain videos that show him getting booed. There are some doctored videos as well that I came across, and it is not lost on me how media illiterate some people are. Clearly a track of boos being played over and over and over again, and it got retweeted thousands of times. That is part of the misinformation platform that Elon Musk enabled and appreciates. Speaking of, really interesting that the man who, in my opinion, did a Nazi salute, unfollowed the man who is promoting Nazism on his new Yeezy.com website, Kanye West. That was prior to Ye getting off of his nuking his account. There's something else that's not lost on me. When the game was out of reach for the Kansas City Chiefs, Donald Trump left. He left. I'm not shocked by this in the slightest, because he has come out as an adamant Kansas City Chiefs supporter. He has gone to bat for Brittany Mahomes. He has gone to bat for Patrick Mahomes. The Hunt family, the owners of the Chiefs, donate heavily to Donald Trump's campaign. They align with the fascists. So him leaving when Jalen Hurts is quite clearly anti-Trump, along with many other Philadelphia Eagles, not surprising that he couldn't take it. It's more par for the course, which he also can't do with his favorite sport. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.